We often set massive goals for the new year, like losing weight. We want to lose 10 kilograms or write a best-selling book immediately. We believe that huge success requires huge action from the very beginning. Therefore, we push ourselves hard for a few weeks until we burn out completely. This cycle of excitement and failure happens to many people repeatedly. The problem is not our lack of talent or capability at all. The problem lies in our strategy and high expectations. We rely too much on motivation, which is a temporary emotion. Motivation is like the weather because it changes constantly and is unreliable. We cannot build a consistent life on something as unstable as our daily feelings. Real change comes from the compound effect of tiny decisions. Imagine if you improve by just 1% every single day. The change is invisible in the beginning, and no one notices it. However, after 1 year, you will be 37 times better. This is the magic of mathematics, applied to our daily habits and personal growth. We should stop focusing on the destination and focus on the system. If you want to win a championship, do not look at the trophy. Look at your training schedule and your diet plan instead. Winners and losers actually have the same goals. The difference is that winners focus on the small daily steps that lead to victory. When we start a new habit, we expect linear progress immediately. We think that if we go to the gym for a week, we should see muscles. When we do not see results, we feel discouraged and want to quit. This period is called the Valley of Disappointment. It is the place where most people give up on their dreams. Think about an ice cube sitting in a cold room. If you heat the room from 25 to 30 degrees, nothing happens. The ice cube is still solid and looks exactly the same. However, at 32 degrees, it begins to melt into water. The work was happening all along, but the result only showed at the tipping point. Bamboo trees are another perfect example of this hidden progress. For the first 5 years, the bamboo does not grow above the ground. It builds a strong root system deep underground to support its weight. Then in the 6th year, it shoots up 30 meters in 6 weeks. People only see the 6 weeks and not the 5 years. Therefore, if you are working hard but seeing no results, do not worry. Your effort is not wasted, it is just being stored. You are building potential energy that will be released later. Trust the process and keep showing up every day. The breakthrough will come when you least expect it, and it will surprise everyone around you. The deepest layer of behavior change is changing your identity. Many people try to change their habits by focusing on what they want. They say, I want to run a marathon, or I want to stop smoking. This is outcome-based thinking. It is hard to stick to a habit if it conflicts with how you view yourself inside. Instead of focusing on what you want to achieve, focus on who you want to become. Do not say, I want to read a book. Say, I am a reader. Do not say, I want to play piano. Say, I am a musician. When you take pride in a new identity, you will fight to protect it. Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. If you make your bed every morning, you vote for being organized. If you write 1 page, you vote for being a writer. No single vote will win the election. However, over time, the votes accumulate and you win the election of your new identity. This method is powerful because it builds self-confidence gradually. You do not need to be perfect to change your identity. You just need to have the majority of votes. Once you believe you are a healthy person, you will naturally choose salad over pizza. You act according to your beliefs without needing to force yourself or use willpower. Motivation is overrated, but environment matters more than we think. If you want to play the guitar more often, put it in the living room. If you keep it hidden in the closet, you will never play it. Visual cues are the biggest catalyst for our habits. We often choose products not because they are the best, but because they are visible. You can also use this principle to break bad habits effectively. If you want to eat less sugar, hide the cookies on the top shelf. If you want to stop checking social media, leave your phone in another room. Make the bad habit invisible and difficult to do. You are the architect of your own world, so design it wisely. Reduce the friction between you and your good habits. If you want to run in the morning, lay out your clothes the night before. This removes one step and makes it easier to get started. Human nature is lazy, and we always follow the path of least resistance. Make the right thing the easiest thing to do. Surround yourself with people who have the habits you want. If your friends eat fast food every day, you will likely do the same. If your friends go hiking, you will likely join them. Social pressure can be a positive force if you choose the right tribe. We unconsciously imitate the habits of those around us to feel accepted. The greatest threat to success is not failure, but boredom. We get bored with habits because they stop delighting us. The routine becomes repetitive and we lose interest. We start looking for something new and exciting. However, the people who succeed are the ones who can handle the boredom. They show up even when the work is not fun. Never miss a habit twice because that is the start of a new bad habit. If you miss one day of exercise because you are sick, that is fine. However, you must get back on track immediately the next day. One mistake does not ruin you, but a spiral of repeated mistakes will. Recovery is more important than perfection. You do not need to be a superhero to change your life. You just need to be consistent with small actions. A river cuts through rock not because of its power, but because of its persistence. Be like the water and keep flowing. Do not underestimate the power of showing up for 2 minutes every day. Start your journey today with one tiny habit. Do not wait for the perfect time because it will never arrive. Read one page or do one push-up or write one sentence. These small seeds will eventually grow into a forest of success. Remember that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.